Hello, may peace and blessings be with you. If you're here live, welcome. If you are catching the replay, please let me know that you're watching the replay by using the hashtag replay. I am super excited because today we're going to dive in and take a look at Flodesk and create a landing page from scratch. So last time when we met, we talked about Flodesk, how powerful of a tool it is, and there is a lot you can do with Flodesk. You can create your landing pages for capturing leads. You can use their checkout pages to offer something to your customers and accept payment. You also can set up workflows with automation so that if a trigger happens, your customers, your audience gets an email, things like that. So there's a lot you can do with Flodesk, and their user interface is very simplistic, which is why I love it. So today we're going to dive in and look at how to create a landing page. Give me 1 second. I am just getting set up so that I can show what it looks like. Okay, sharing my screen. Okay, so this is Flodesk. When you go to Flodesk, this is what you're going to see. If you haven't signed up for an account yet, I want you to sign up. And you can use this this link, flodesk.com/c/easy50 to save 50% on your first year subscription. So I'll leave that here for another minute or so if you want to jot that down. I believe I put it in the description of this video as well, so you might be able to grab it from there also. So it's super helpful to have that and, save 50%. Who doesn't want that? Okay. So when you're here, once you create an account, of course, you're going to log in. So once you log in, it's going to bring you to your homepage. Initially, I think there's nothing here, or maybe like an example email or something like that might be here. We have a few of the ones, we've been working with and sending to our people. So what we want to do is, if we are creating a landing page, we're going to go under Forms, click on Forms, and we want to create a new form. You're seeing a few examples of the ones we have created. There are a few different landing pages. If you want to create one from scratch, you're going to click on this new form button in the top right corner. Once I click on that, it is going to bring me to this templates library. So by default, it's showing me browse all. You have 3 different types of landing pages to choose from. Let's back up for a second. When we say landing pages, if you're brand new to business building online, it might be very confusing to you. Landing page is just a type of web page. So if you're confused between, what's a landing page versus a website versus a sales page or a checkout page or something else, right? There's all different terminology for different things. All of those are web pages. You might hear funnel sometimes too, which confuses people as well. So a landing page is basically a page where your customers or your ideal customers or your potential customers land. And typically it would have a call to action where they can click a button to grab something in return. So a lot of times in marketing lingo, we also say freebies and things like that. Something of value that you're offering to your clients, your customers, because you want them to get to know you better and like you better and trust you with what you're offering. So that is what we're going to build from scratch today. So I like using the full page one because that's a standalone web page, and you can literally just use the link. We can also create a pretty link with it and use that link you can embed that anywhere. You don't necessarily need a website to host that web page. That web page is hosted within Flodesk right here, right? So that's the use of a full page form or full page landing page. They also allow you to create a pop-up kind of page or an inline form, right? Both of those are also available. You would use a pop-up form or a pop-up landing page when you already have a website, and on your website, when your customers are already there, you want to pop up a little message where you are offering something and you want to capture their email, or have a call to action for them on that page. So if you want that to just pop up, you can create that as a pop-up. And inline is you embed that on another web page. It could be your website, or it could be your course portal, or something else. So that's an inline form. So 9 times out of 10, if you're first starting out, you don't have a website yet, I don't even recommend getting a website out of the gate. Just start with creating a landing page and creating offers, serving your customers before you even go down the path of creating your full-blown website. That would be my recommendation. So we're going to create a full page landing page, and let's browse these templates to see which ones look good. So they're giving you a little description at the bottom. So this is a full page with an image on the left. I really like this design, and it's very simplistic. So this is definitely, my style. Let's just browse some more and see if we see something better. If we don't, then we'll come back and grab this one. There's this one, which I like a lot. A smaller image, right? There is a lot of background color and a smaller image. This one is also similar, but it also gives you a few options that people can also click on. I like that one as well. This is pretty neat. Oh, I actually am really liking this one. Let's go with that because I like a pop of color. I maybe won't go with a red, but we'll tone it down a little bit, but I still like a pop of color. So let's use this one. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to click on customize it to make that selection. Okay, so the first thing it asks is where do you want to place those people after they sign up using your landing page, right? Where do you want to place them inside your ecosystem? So Flodesk creates audiences, and within an audience, you can create a segment, right? So you could have like your one whole email list, that would be your audience. And within that, you can create different segments. How did people enter your ecosystem? So for this one, let's just create a new one. The idea I had was maybe doing like a goal setting because I'm really big on goals, and I really like creating an action plan and creating goals for myself to stay focused and to stay targeted in what I'm building. So let's create a new one. We will call it so we already have a segment called Goal Setting for Success in 2023 Masterclass. So that was the masterclass that we did. So let's say Goals Tracker. Let's call this one Goals Tracker, right? So if it doesn't already exist, it's going to give you the option to create one. When you're first starting out, you're definitely going to click on this button to create a new segment of audience within this. And then I'm going to hit save. Okay, so now it has given us this almost a blank canvas, right? On the left, you can add an image, and on the right, you can edit anything on here, any of the text and all the fields that are available here, and also the button, how it displays. In the top right corner, it's also showing us what it's going to look like on a desktop versus if I go back to, I can click on back to editing, or I can click on, it's very faded, but I can see it. I don't know if you can see it as well. There it goes again. My mouse is doing funny things. So funny story about my mouse. I have a brand new mouse. It's a, let's see, a Logitech one, possibly. I am really loving it because I have a glass surface on my desk, and my regular mouse was not working that well. So I got this new one. It works beautifully, but for some reason when I'm live streaming, I think it is just showing all kinds of different pointers on your screen. So don't mind that, please. I still have to figure out why it's doing that. Okay, so there's this little button here, which is like a mobile device. If I click on that, it's going to show me what it's going to look like on a mobile phone. So when you're setting this up, you want to take a look at both, because A lot of times your clients may be using a mobile phone to sign up. So let's go back to editing. And from here, we are going to, let's change some things. I'm going to change the background color. So first off, we have this, we have set up like our brand colors at the bottom down here. So you have the ability to do that in Flodesk. So let's see what happens if I just change it to hot pink or light blue. I'm actually liking light blue for this one. So let's go with that. Okay, so struggling with achieving goals, something like that, right? And I'm going to change the text size so it is not humongous. And we also can change the type of font style that you use. Let's try with this. What does this look like? Actually, like bold. There we go. So achieving goals. Okay. I say grab my weekly goals tracker to set goals and stay focused. Something like that, right? So you want to have a little bit of a description of what it is that they're getting. And you can even do like a whole paragraph, just describe it really well for your clients, what it is that you are including there. How about we make it centered? Okay, that looks better, I think. Maybe. All right, we'll change this one too. Okay, so I am liking, let's make it that. And let's change the fill color to a different color. How about a pink one? And then we'll change the font color also. You can also make like the border thicker if you want that to like stand out. I don't know if I really like that. Just keep it like that. Okay, so if I click on the font over here, the font colors right now is red. Let's make it white, see if it stands out some more. Okay, and I'm gonna make this bold, and actually the text style actually looks fine. If you want to make it match this, you can do that as well. I forget now what I used over here. Oh, I think it was Oswald. Oswald. Okay, there we go. That looks good. You can turn it to all caps or lowercase or whatever you want to do with the text. I'm going to say yes. Send it to me. Something like that. Okay, so just like that, we have edited the text and edited the button style and also what the button says. There are a whole bunch of other things we can do. I'm just going to move my microphone out of the way a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we also want to add a graphic. So right here, it gives us the space to add your own image. If you don't have one, I would highly, highly recommend using Canva to create a graphic, something that speaks to them, something that's about goal setting in this case, right? Tracking goals or setting goals or something like that. That would be ideal. And you would upload that image here. If you just want to grab just a photo, you can, I guess, also grab one from Unsplash. I really like using Canva. That's like our go-to for any designs or anything like that that we create, any graphics. So let me just go to Canva and we'll create one in there. Real quick. We'll do it fast. Unless you want to do it on your own. All right, let's try creating a new design. So it said use high quality JPEG, PNG, or GIFs under 2000 pixel in each dimension. So this is kind of like a rectangle, right? So if the width needs to stay or the length needs to stay 2000, then the width needs to be a little smaller than that. So we can create, what can we create? You can literally just grab anything and then edit that to fit the size that you're looking for. So let me just grab the flyer, because flyer is usually rectangle, right? And then we can resize it. Let's do that. We're going to resize it to, we're going to switch this to pixels. See, the height is already 2000 pixels. So this is actually, this will work beautifully. So we don't even need to resize it. That is beautiful. Okay. So now what we want to do is, let's see if there are already some designs for goal setting. Let's see what comes up. There's one right here, checklist. To-do list. Progress. Let's see what comes up. Let's try one more, and then we'll pick one. Golden target. Okay, so I am actually liking this one. Let's see if we can just use this one. You can basically create anything that, okay, meets your needs. And we can even modify these colors, right? And then there is on the back, let's change that color to this one. Aha, I like it. I hope you like it too. Okay, so now for this graphic, I'm gonna just change it to black clipboard. This one can be silver. There we go. Right? That's beautiful. I like it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the chat, and I will be answering those as well. Okay, so there we go. Just like that, we have a graphic. I'm going to download this and we will use it. I'm going to just do it in high resolution. It's just yelling at me a little bit that it's, you know, if it's high, then it's going to take time in downloading. So maybe 2.75 will do. Okay, so we will, oh man, I missed it. So we're talking about weekly checklist. So maybe we could have just done this, change that. Okay. How's that? I'm liking it. Even better. Weekly checklist. All right, that's more like it. Let's download it one more time. I'll delete the other one. Don't worry. We will not create a lot of digital clutter. We will delete that. Okay, so it has downloaded. We're going to go back, and this time we're going to click on upload image, and we're going to grab the latest one we downloaded. And let's see how it looks. Oh, I like it. I like it. I feel like this is like very me. Bold colors. If you think this is too much color, if you think this should not be light blue here, you can change that one to white, right? Even that looks really good. So I do like white background on things quite a bit. Okay. So there you go. Just like that, we have designed a landing page from scratch using Flodesk. And we are going to take a look at it, what it's going to look like on a mobile device versus a phone, versus a computer. It's going to look like that on the desktop. Okay, let's change a few more things. So this is right now, because we use a template, it already had two fields on it, which is first name and email, which is perfect. But if you need to add an additional one, like if you want to grab their phone number or something like that, I don't really recommend grabbing a phone number right from a freebie. Maybe when they're a customer, you ask them for their phone number. That's a little bit better, because sometimes that is a turnoff for people. They're not comfortable giving their phone numbers right away, right? They are more than happy to give you their email address because you're about to send them something beautiful. But a lot of times people shy away from sharing their phone numbers at the very beginning. So totally up to you. Okay, so we can also change the font style and size and all that for this one. We can also change how these boxes, these text boxes, display on the screen. Like sometimes if you want the filled in kind, you can do that as well. I really like the clean, just a white clean design. So I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so next thing is if you click on the button, we already took care of that. Okay, so one other thing that drove me a little bit crazy the first time I was trying to edit this, because it was not very intuitive to me. You have to click somewhere which is not another object on this landing page if you want to change the message that displays after people sign up, right? So you're going to click on this message, and this is the message they're going to get. Thank you for subscribing, or thank you, or like a friendly one, or you can even customize a message, type in whatever you want it to say, right? So I like the thank you for subscribing, or I like this one too. Thanks. Keep an eye on your inbox for updates. Okay, so that is what it's going to do. So we're pretty much ready. All we have to do is hit next from here. Now it's going to ask us, should we enable double opt-in? What does that mean? Double opt-in means that even though they're the ones taking action, they're the ones subscribing to this, it is still going to ask them via email, did you subscribe to this? And they have to say yes one more time. So that's a double opt-in. When you're first starting out, maybe you don't want to do that, but eventually when you have a huge email list and you want to be very particular about, who enters and all of that, you can turn on double opt-in. But from at the beginning, I would say not needed. So I'm going to say no to this. I'm going to hit continue. When subscribers opt into this form, what do you want to do? Do you want to be notified, or you don't want to be notified? When you're first starting out, this is very motivating. Notify me is a good idea, because you get an email every time they subscribe. Otherwise, you won't know unless you come into Flodesk and you actually see how many subscribers you have. So I would say when you're first starting out, turn this one on. Later on, when you have lots and lots of people, hundreds of people subscribing every day, you probably want to turn this off at that time. Next one is after this form is submitted, what to do. So display success message, the message we just picked a few minutes ago, either display that message or redirect them to a URL. So you can also, after they put in their information, you can send them somewhere else also. So you have both options. So in this one, we're going to do redirect to a URL real quick, because I am going to put in a custom URL. Give me 1 second. I want to actually take, I'm funny. Give me 1 second. I'm searching for my link that I want to embed in here. Okay, so I have copied a link. It's a short, beautiful link. It's a bit.ly link, SOT Goal Tracker 2023. And that's it. I want to redirect them to that link. And what's going to happen is after they enter their information, it's going to take them there and they can download their freebie right from there. Okay, so just like that, this is done. If you want to view the form live, you can click on this and it'll open in a new window. This is live and you can start sharing. Another thing you want to do is, which we didn't go over, is this edit link preview. What does that mean? So if you start to share this link, you're not necessarily going to share this. Where did I go? You're not necessarily going to share this link, this long giant link, we're going to pretty it up. I usually use a link shortener like bit.ly, tiny URL, or short.io. I recently started using short.io and I really like it. So I think I'm going to likely switch from bit.ly to short.io. So you would basically grab the link and put it in there, shorten it, make it look pretty, and then that would be the one that you'll share on social media, or when you're letting people know about your goal tracker that you're excited about, that you want them to have. Okay, so we're coming back in here. When you're sharing that link, a preview is going to show up. If you don't fix this thing, it's going to show this. It's going to show Flodesk, and it's going to show this information about Flodesk wherever you embed that link. Even though you have created this beautiful landing page, it's not going to show that. It's only going to show this information. So what we want to do is we want to edit this information. So first, let's edit the image. So instead of Flodesk, I'm going to just see what happens if I just load this back in. Because sometimes we use our logo for this, and I don't know if I love that. This is actually pretty good. I like this. It's getting a little bit of the preview of what the image that's already on there. If this doesn't look good, you'll just have to basically create a new one, smaller size from Canva, and then just re-upload that for this meta image. Okay, and then meta title, we can say goal tracker for, what do you want to say? For making progress daily, something like that, right? Here, I'm going to say grab my weekly goal tracker L so that you can set and crush your daily weekly goals. Make your life a masterpiece, just like Tony Robbins says. Okay, so just like that, I'm going to just hit save. And now we're ready. So here's the link. If I copy this link, paste it here, it's going to bring me here. Let's do one other quick thing. Can we do one other quick thing? Because I want you to see what this preview looks like. We're going to take a little bit of a field trip. And give me 1 second. I am going to go to our Facebook page. Okay, so I'm on my Facebook page, hopefully logged in as me. No, I'm not. It's okay. I'm going to log in as me. Okay, we're going to create a new post. We're going to say, having trouble staying on track. Need a way to set goals and track progress. Okay. Grab my goal trackers here. Right, that's all. And I'm going to just paste this, and hopefully with some luck, Flodesk image will show up. There we go. Oh my goodness. I got scared for a second. I was like, that would not be cool if it doesn't show up. There we go. So this is what people are going to see. Hopefully, change preview. All right, I'm going to post it. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't look good, we'll delete it. No harm done, right? What's a few hundred people looking at this? No problem. Okay, so just like that, we've shared it, right? So if people go here now and they enter their email, they are going to get to that link and they get download their tracker. Okay, so let's try that. Should we try that? Okay, I'll try one of my emails. I'll get added to my own email list one more time. Oh my gosh, I'm not even paying attention. All right, first name. Okay, first name and email in that order, please. Okay, I'm going to hit send. Send it to me, please. There needs to be a space in there. Okay, so just like that. Oh, I had actually created another thing, so I embedded the wrong link. It's okay. We're going to go fix that. So we were supposed to get to a link that would send us It's okay. It's okay. We have the. How else would we know if we didn't do this, right? There we go. I grabbed the new link. We're going to cancel that. We'll try this one more time. Go back. And this URL. That's all we need to change. That's all. Crisis averted. Okay, so hit continue. We are all good. Okay, let's try this one more time. We'll be entered to this email list one more time. Copy or watch the preview. Okay, so Timmy. Yep. Send it to me, please. It didn't change it. Okay. Let me just try this. Let me just make sure I copied it. One more time. This is so fun. Oh, because it didn't change it. That's why. Okay. So it should be this link. Continue. Okay. So I'm going to close out of everything else, all of the other ones, so that we can try this one more time. We'll just keep trying until it works, right? Okay, so try this one more time. Ta-da, okay. Finally, this is what we're trying to get to all along. So once you have the right link for the right place where you want to send them, this is where I want to send them so that they can grab a copy of my goal trackers. So we have a goal tracker for your weekly tasks where you're trying to form a habit or whatever you want to keep track of, right? So you can use this, print it out, use this, or yearly one, or you can do a year at a glance. Or you can create some milestones for yourself. If it's not on a weekly basis, but there are some milestones you want to track for yourself, you can use this for that as well. Okay, I have been talking for way too long. So hopefully this was helpful. All my detours and the silliness that happened, but it's okay. Next week, we're going to talk some more about landing pages. We're going to look at the other two options, which is the inline form and the pop-up one, how you may use that, right? So maybe I think it will be helpful if I show you an example of that so that you can start embedding those on your website if needed as well. And let's see. I have two more things I want to quickly share before I log off. So if you want to give Flodesk a try, I highly, highly, highly recommend using my affiliate link, which is flodesk.com/c/easy50, because it's going to save you 50% on your first year subscription. And I really want you to do that and not pay full price. If you are wondering what other programs and things we have going on, we are literally building your business from scratch. If you're interested in that, in getting started with us, we have a startup bundle, which is a set of 4 master classes and 4 implementation sessions where we design all your graphics. We get you all of your online social media set up, your website domain purchase, your workspace, your Google workspace for your branded email done. We also create a landing page with your first freebie for your first whatever you want to send to your customers, and that automated. And let's see what else. And we also create a content strategy for you. So over 4 weeks, we actually cover all of those topics little by little. On Wednesdays, I show you how to do it and what needs to be done. On Saturday, we actually put you in the driver's seat and you build those things and you share what you're building. That way we can get rid of any roadblocks that come in your way, because I want you to keep making progress and not get stuck as you're trying to build your own business. I know there's a lot that needs to be done, but if you take them in small chunks at a time, you can make a lot of progress in a very short period of time. I'm losing my voice here, so I better log off. I hope today's session was helpful, and I will see you next time. May peace and blessings be with you.